In this video, I'm going to show you how to train your puppy to wait and eat it. This can be a very important skill for puppies, as it will help them learn patience and self-control regarding food. I'll demonstrate 3 ways you can train your puppy to wait for their food. The first method is positive reinforcement, the second is using a cue word, and the third is using a timer. But before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss our future videos. As a new puppy owner, you may be wondering how to train your puppy to wait patiently for their food. After all, it can be frustrating when your pup seems to be constantly begging for food or trying to steal bites from your plate. Luckily, with a little patience and consistency, you can teach your puppy to wait calmly for their meals. How to train your puppy to wait for food. 1. Using positive reinforcement. One of the best ways to train your puppy to wait for their food is to use a method called positive reinforcement. This means rewarding your pup for good behavior, in this case, waiting patiently for their food, with treats, praise, or both. Here's how to do it. The first thing you need to do is get your puppy used to sitting or standing still for short periods of time. Start by asking your puppy to sit or stand for just a few seconds, and then give him a treat. Once he's able to do this consistently, you can start increasing the amount of time you ask him to stay. Next, you'll need to teach your puppy that he needs to wait until you give the release command before he starts eating. To do this, put his food bowl in front of him and say, "Wait." If he starts eating, quickly remove the bowl and say no. Once he's stopped trying to eat, put the bowl back down in front of him and say, "Good dog." Repeat this process until he learns that he needs to wait for your release command before starting his meal. It's important to be consistent with this training method and only give your pup their food when they are in the correct position. Over time, they will learn that waiting patiently is the best way to get their meal. 2. Using a cue word. Another way to train your puppy to wait for their food is to use a cue word. When you say the cue word, your puppy should stop what they're doing and sit or lie down. They should then remain in that position until you've finished preparing their food and give them the okay to eat. Here's how to do it. 1. Start by teaching your puppy the cue word. You can use any word you want, but make sure everyone in the family uses the same word. Say the cue word in a happy voice when you're about to prepare their food. For example, you could say, "Okay, Sienna, it's time to eat." 2. Once you've said the cue word, give your puppy a treat if they sit or lie down and wait patiently. If they jump up or start begging, simply ignore them and walk away. They'll quickly learn that jumping up or begging doesn't get them anything but waiting patiently does. 3. Repeat this process until your puppy consistently sits or lies down when they hear the cue word before their food is ready. Then you can add distractions, like walking away from them or moving around the kitchen while they're waiting. As long as they stay sitting or lying down, continue giving them treats at regular intervals. 4. Once your puppy can remain sitting or lying down, even when there are distractions, you can start phasing out the treats. Simply give them praises instead of treats every once in a while until you don't need to give them any treats at all. With consistent training, they will eventually learn the cue word and associate it with waiting patiently for their food. 3. Using a timer. The last way to train your puppy to wait for their food is to use a timer. This means that you will set a specific amount of time, such as 60 seconds, for them to wait before they can start eating their food. If they are patient and do not try to grab the food during this time, they will be rewarded with a treat. Here's how to do it. First, you'll need to get a few supplies. You'll need a timer, some treats, and a hungry puppy. Start by setting the timer for 1 minute. Then, Put some treats in front of your puppy and let them eat. Once the minute is up, take the treats away and put them back in the cupboard. Repeat this process a few times until your puppy understands that they need to wait for the timer to go off before they can have their treat. Next, increase the amount of time on the timer. Set it for 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, and so on. As your puppy gets better at waiting, you can start to decrease the amount of treats they get. For example, if they're waiting for 3 minutes, they might only get 2 treats instead of 3. With consistent training, your pup will eventually learn that they need to wait for the timer to go off before they can start eating their food. Teaching your puppy to wait patiently for their food can be a helpful way to instill good manners and self-control. By using positive reinforcement, cue words, or a timer, you can help your pup learn this important skill. With a little patience and consistency, your puppy will be waiting patiently for their meals in no time. Thanks for watching this video on how to train your puppy to wait for their food. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more helpful tips and tricks. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you.